Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Today I just did a makeup tutorial for you. It's nothing weird or crazy, just a makeup look. It's a little bit chatty. It might be a little bit dull because I was feeling really uncomfortable because Luke's in the other room, because obviously I can't send him out into the world right now. But I really wanted to film right now for you guys in hopes that I could be a little bit of a distraction, some mild entertainment, and I really wanted to tell you guys how much I appreciate all of you, because if it wasn't for you guys watching my videos, buying our products from our makeup line, we would be in a lot of trouble right now. I'm very aware of how lucky I am to be able to keep working from home. I hope you're all staying safe and cozy and hopefully staying home if you can, and go wash your hands and then enjoy the tutorial. I feel so awkward talking in front of the camera right now because Luke's in the other room, because where am I gonna tell him to go? He can't go anywhere. It's not that I feel like he's like judging me right now. It's just uncomfortable. See, Gus agrees. It's the same thing with like taking selfies in public or vlogging in public or like anything like that. I find it impossibly uncomfortable, and this feels the same. So forgive me if I'm speaking quietly. It's weird. The kids are also home indefinitely. Spring break is forever. So that really puts a damper on filming. We had to give up the studio because everything is just kind of so uncertain, but I really want to film. Just putting on my hydrating oil from Milk. I haven't been wearing makeup a lot recently, and I don't take as good of care of my skin when I don't wear makeup, because I think when I wear makeup I feel like I have to double cleanse, do the whole routine, and when I don't wear makeup I'm like, I don't have to do anything, I'm gonna go to bed, which is not good. In my last video we did moisturizer and then setting powder and then setting spray and then primer and then foundation, which worked lovely. It looked great, but this time we're gonna do it in a different order. We're gonna do moisturizer, this hydrating oil, I can't talk, the oil, and then primer and then powder and then setting spray and then foundation. So we flipped something. Going in with my Smashbox photo finish, just a little bit, really pressing it in. Oh, I forgot to wet my sponge. Now with the Sigma Spotlight Duster, this nice floppy guy, I'm gonna grab a little bit of the Anastasia translucent powder and just gonna tap it on. That's too much. I have been so tired. Not because I haven't been sleeping. I've been sleeping okay. Just so tired. Now that our primer is set with powder, I'm going to use some setting spray. This is the Ofra Makeup Fixer. And now we gotta let it dry. I wonder if Luke is just listening to me from the other room. I don't even like talking on the phone. If other people are listening, I will isolate myself and close the door when I have a phone call. I'm honestly too lazy to go wet my sponge, so I'm just going to kind of soak it with setting spray. Forgive me. It's like cleaning my sponge. Isn't this supposed to keep makeup on? Now I'm gonna use my Fenty Beauty Hydrating Longwear Foundation in 185. And I'm first gonna put it on the back of my hand. Just gonna take a little bit. Looks good to me. I love the way that my foundation is kind of sticking to my skin right now. It's blending out wonderfully, but at the same time, it's like sticking where I want it to stick, if that makes any sense. I'm gonna put some on my neck because my neck looks pale right now. Do you guys put foundation on your neck? What about your ears? I know a lot of people put foundation on their ears. I think I've done that a few times, but only if I know that my ears are gonna be like Ow, like hello. Oh, what am I doing with my hand? He's stirring. What's he doing? I'm done my whole face and my neck, and that was just 2 little pumps of foundation. I'm also going to use the Pro Filtr concealer. This is the shade 140. And I'm bringing it over my eyelid because my skin is translucent, like some kind of jellyfish. My skin right now looks so good. Let me rephrase that. My foundation right now looks so good. I don't want to powder it yet because it looks so good, and I know powder is gonna just make it look a little bit less magic. So let's do some brows. I'm gonna try the brow blade from Urban Decay. I haven't tried this yet. This is Taupe Trap. It's got a pencil on this end and a felt on this end. There's a fluff in my mouth. Oh, it's so pigmented. It glides on so smooth. Little straight brow action. It made all y'all think I got a facelift. This pencil is bomb. Let's flip over. I'm quite happy with that. Also using the Urban Decay brow gel. And then just a little bit of concealer under the tail here to clean it up, and also this highlight is going to give it another lift. Look at how lifted it looks. This one's like, now I have to do the other one the same. The only thing I don't like about this eyebrow shape is that you can very clearly see my eyebrow piercing scar because my eyebrow goes above it instead of through it. I completely forgot to contour. I'm really tired. I'm gonna do that now. Good thing I didn't set my face with powder. This is the Fawn contour stick from Anastasia, and I'm gonna pick it up right on a brush. This is one of the Milk Makeup Sephora brushes. And just stippling that in there, keeping it kind of natural. This is all I have left. This has lasted me like actual years, I think. It's the first one I got when they like very first launched the foundation sticks. I'm not gonna bother doing my forehead because I don't feel like moving all my weird little hair clips. And then the nose. Little boop on the snoot. Some lines on the side. Everyone is being very noisy outside and I don't appreciate it. And then I'm just blending it out. You know the drill, I hope, by this time. Unless you're new here, then you're forgiven. Now we can powder. Using the same sponge and the Anastasia powder, I'm just pressing it in. I'm not gonna do a whole lot of baking because my skin is quite dry. Nice. I really like my nose contour today. Some days are just better nose contour days than others. I will do a little bit of baking on my nose. That sounds so weird. We are gonna rent the Invisible Man tonight. We're gonna eat popcorn and we're gonna pretend we're at the movie theater. I actually don't personally like going to the movie theater. I would rather be at home. With my messed up tailbone, I don't find sitting in the theater very comfortable. I've seen a ton of memes about how being quarantined at home is nothing new. It's just kind of your lifestyle. And that is so very true of my lifestyle. I think that's kind of part of the reason why I started a YouTube to begin with, is because like I didn't want to leave my house anymore. I know a lot of you will relate. I've been really wanting to do like a blown out lavender eye. I'm not sure if I've ever done one before. Maybe. And I'm finally gonna use this palette. This is the capsule collection from Sugarpill. This packaging, I cannot. This is everything. I'm gonna take this fairly big fluffy blending brush from Sigma. It's actually just called a blending brush. It's E25. And I'm gonna use this color, which is called Baby Doll. You're gonna need to come a little bit closer. Look how cute it is. I'm gonna bring this all the way around as well. Now I'm gonna go into Undone, which is a darker purple. I can feel on my brush that this is going to be very pigmented. Look at her. I'm gonna put this on my lid and into the crease. And I'm gonna layer Baby Doll on top of it to make it more of a light lavender purple. Can you guys hear the wind? Also gonna put that down here. What should I have for dinner? Okay, now I'm gonna go back in with that Baby Doll shade. And I'm gonna cover all that purple. Sometimes to get the color that you want, you have to do a little bit of layering. It's perfect. When I was in high school, I loved bright colored eyeshadow, but that was hard to find. The eyeshadows that are available now and like readily available would have blown my mind. When I was in high school, it was between like 2003 and 2007, grade 8 to grade 12. And like I used all kinds of weird stuff. I even put like an actual highlighter on my eyelid as eyeshadow before because it just wasn't something you could find. I think MAC was one of the only options, but like when you're 15, you're not spending $20 on an eyeshadow. Even when you're 31, you're not spending $20 on an eyeshadow. There's also this like light purple shimmer shade called Supernova in the palette. It's so pretty. I love it. Are you seeing this? This is all I'm gonna do for the eyeshadow. I really like this a lot, but I'm gonna make it really, really lashy. My little lash brand has 4 new styles of lashes, and we created the cutest little box set. I do all this artwork myself. This is all the styles on the back. A little collage I made on the front. Wait till you see the inside. Are you ready? If you've watched my videos before, you know I really love to chop up lashes and stick them on in little clusters, and I wanted these to kind of have like a chopped feel. For this look, I'm going to put on this pair. They're called Detached. You can also buy them individually, and this is their little box. I cannot find a single mascara, and I probably have at least 5 on my desk. I'm too tired for this. I put a bunch of my makeup away recently, and I put it all very organized, so now I can't find anything. All of my mascaras are probably together somewhere. We're trying a new mascara today, I guess, because I have to open a new one because I can't find any mascara. We are going to try the NYX On The Rise Volume Mascara. I've heard really good things about this. I like the brush. Do you guys like a silicone brush or like a brushy brush? Like a hairy one? I don't know what I'm talking about. You know what I mean though. Okay. This is really decent mascara. I'm gonna be real with you guys. I think that the eyelash glue has gone off. It doesn't smell very good. You better stick. It's not sticky. Let's try that again. I got glue in my eye. What do we think? I know they're not gonna be everybody's cup of tea, but they're gonna be somebody's extra delicious cup of tea. I love them so much. Oops. I'm gonna do a little bit of the NYX Jumbo Pencil in Milk in my waterline. And I'm gonna pile on a little bit more mascara. This mascara is so buildable. Could definitely get a good spider lash going with this. I feel like my eyes look huge. Now we can finish the rest of the face. For blush, I'm gonna use the Clown Blush palette, and I'm gonna use Carousel. It's pink, but it has like a cool purple undertone. I don't mean like cool, like hip. I mean like cool, like blue. I'm gonna see how this brow blade works for freckles with a little felt tip end. It's cute, but it's a little bit too dark. Let's just make it even. So that's not gonna work. Instead, I'm gonna use my Naked Reloaded palette, and I'm gonna dip into the dark brown and then kind of hop over to this light brown to dilute it a little bit. And just lightly tap on some freckles. I'm glad I didn't test out that brow blade on my nose first. To highlight, I'm gonna use a new highlighter from Ofra. Their highlights are always bomb. This is a collaboration with Samantha March, and it's called Start Inspired, and it has like a gold and a pink, and I think together they're just gonna be perfect. Oh, so good. I'm always so excited to put a good highlight on my nose. It never gets old. For the lip, I've got the new House Laboratories matte lip crayon. That is cute. And always love to blur out my lip line. I feel like it just makes your lips look like soft and fluffy. Not like fluffy fluffy, like, I don't know. We'll just go with fluffy. Do one more spray with the Ofra makeup fixer. And this is our little look. What do you guys think? Thank you guys so much for spending time with me. It really, really means a lot to me, especially right now. I hope that this was a bit of a distraction. I'll see you guys in the next video.